All right, boys and girls. This problem right here, which was the next problem, I want to remind you that the previous problems are done on the other video. So this is just the last problem on the page. All right. So first of all, it tells you the age versus the median income in thousands. So this isn't really 16.8. It's going to stand for 16,800 and 19,100 and so on. But we can put these particular numbers inside our graph. All right. So the first thing it wants to do is for you to make a scatter plot. So I'm going to go over to the side and I'm going to go 26 and a little bit past the 16. And then 27 is 19.1, so 19 and 1/10. So 27, 19.1 would be like right there. 28 and 23.3 would be about here. 29 is 25.8, about maybe right there. And then 30 would be 33.9, which would be somewhat up here. All right. So then it says draw a line of fit, a fit line, which is a line of best fit for the data. So this is just kind of a, a guess for you. What you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler and you're going to try to make a line that is, pretty much best represents the data. The rule is try to get through as many points as you can and have as, you want the same number above the line as below the line. So I'm going to go like this. That's going to leave me with, and I'm going to make sure I draw a line. It leaves me with 2 below and 1 above, but I am able to go through 2 of them. And there's your line of best fit. Now, next question. Does the data show a positive or negative relationship? And what does this relationship mean? Well, if you look at the data, it's going up. So that's a positive relationship. And what does it mean? Well, let's think about what we're doing. We're comparing age and median income. That means as the greater the age, the greater the income, which is nice because it's my birthday next week and I'm going to obviously make more money because I'm going to be a greater age. Next one, write the slope-intercept form of an equation of line of fit. Now this is where you have to remember, if you didn't have a calculator, you can take this point that goes through the line and that point that goes through the line and make an equation in slope-intercept form. You know how to do that from previous chapters. But because we have a calculator, it's very easy to do on the calculator. So let me pull up my calculator. And let me go ahead and figure out the data is right there. So I'm going to go, let me clear out the memory of my calculator by doing second plus 7, 1, 2, and then I'm going to clear, that clears my memory. And since we're working with statistics, I'm going to go second y equals to my stat plot. I'm going to hit enter and make sure it is on. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to statistics, which is right here, and I'm going to edit in my statistics, which is right here. Number 1 is edit. So I'm going to hit number 1. And remember, my L1s are my X's, my L2s are my Y's. I'm just going to simply put in my numbers. My X's are 26, 27, 28, 29, oh, clear, 30, and my Y's, let me hit that over arrow, up, are 16.8, 16 and 8/10, 19 and 1/10, 23 and 3/10, 25 and 8/10, and 33 and 9/10. All right. Now that my data is in, I'm going to be able to write an equation because I'm going to calculate that equation. Well, actually, let me go and just look at my data real quick. I hit graph. I don't see anything, so I'm going to go zoom 9. For zoom to my statistics, and I can see that it's a positive trend. Now to calculate it, I'm going to go stat, over to calculate. Oh, made a mistake. So I just hit clear. Back to stat, calculate, and then I'm going to do a linear regression, number 4, which is a, your y equals mx plus b line. Hit enter. All right. So I got the equation. It's right here. So my slope-intercept equation would be y equals, lost it. Where'd it go? It's going to be y equals 4.09x and then it's minus 90 point, keep losing it, 0.7. So here is my equation for my line of best fit, and that's what I would write in for number 7. Don't forget the x. All right. Last one, use the line of fit to predict the median income for someone 32 years old. So what you have to know is what your calculator is doing, or what you can do by hand, is plug in a 32 for x, and then of your line of best fits equation, and it'll get you a y. But we talked in class about how you can use your calculator. Once you know your equation, you could put it into the y equals. Hit y equals, and then we're going to go vars 5 for statistics over to equation, and then regular equation, and that gets the equation you just found out into y equals. Now when I hit graph, my line will be graphed. Now you can see your statistics, your scatter plot, but you could also see your line of best fit. And now your calculator, once it makes a line, will give you all the combinations of x and y. So I could go to second graph to find my table. Now I want to know x of 32. So I'm going to go and set my table, which is right here, second window, and I'm going to let it start at 32, and I'm just going to go right back to my table. And there I can see right here, at 32, the average income would be 40.14, which is 40,140. That is the median income for that age bracket. And this would obviously be a prediction.